Well, parents and kids are heading out right about now to begin trick-or-treating.
Yeah, and with the temperatures taking such a big dip, Cornelia Nicholson joins us now to keep us safe from this ghoulish weather. Cornelia.
Yeah, Cindy, David, tonight, this Halloween night could get down to freezing temperatures. So hopefully this weather is the scariest thing kids are going to experience tonight. But before parents head out that door, they should make sure that they not only grab their kids' candy bag, but also an extra couple of layers. Halloween is the one day a year that all the ghosts, goblins, and ghouls come out to play. But this Halloween is one of the chilliest in recent years. CHI Memorial pediatrician Dr. Bryn Meredith says while you're out roaming the streets for treats, be mindful of your smaller monsters.
The big things that you do when you have extremes of cold, a general rule we tell parents in the offices is, whatever amount of clothing you're putting on for yourself, you need to add one more layer for infants and toddlers.
Dr. Meredith says when you get extremely cold, your body will try to preserve heat in the central part. So keeping extremities covered is essential to keeping your kids safe this Halloween.
Especially in the babies, not forgetting to cover up their hands and their feet, putting a blanket over them in the stroller. A great thing to do in the wintertime with infants as well, especially when it gets cold, is just being mindful not to leave the car seat out in the car and letting it get cold, letting it stay in the house with you so it always stays warm.
Dr. Meredith says if kids are out in just a Halloween costume for several hours, they could develop hypothermia. Children can get hypothermia when their body temperature drops below 95 degrees.
The obvious things that we notice is going to be shivering, shaking uncontrollably, and then at some point, if you get too hypothermic, you can become very lethargic and actually lose consciousness.
While you're on the prowl tonight with your witches and warlocks, Dr. Meredith says you don't necessarily need to limit how long they're trick-or-treating for.
They just pay attention to your kids. Obviously when they're out getting candy, they're going to try to push the limits as far as, no, I'm fine. So, just making sure that that they're well bundled, they're well layered.
Now, whether your kids are dressed as Reporter Barbie or a football player or just their favorite superhero, Dr. Meredith says that make sure that they do have several layers on their bodies tonight. Now, he also mentions that your child should probably wear some glow sticks so they're visible at night, and watch out for cars while you're trick-or-treating. Live this Halloween in Chattanooga, Cornelia Nicholson, Local 3 News.